So I wanted to share a bit about the internal changes that happen with your yoga practice because they're happening to me and I'm noticing them now. I don't give a fuck if you harass me or if you just fuck around. Like, it doesn't bother me the same way that it used to anymore. I had someone fuck around with me last night and I don't care. What I do care about is that I actually helped the dude out, and I guess that's how he wants to repay people who help him out and who are good friends to him. That's fine. But that's the only thing that bothered me about it. I could care less. You're the one who's losing out, not me. But it also happened again when I've never been to Forbidden Pleasures. Forbidden Pleasures is a sex shop. I always drive by it every day, but I've never been there. Just because that's how my mom raised me, just not even how my mom raised me, but how going to church made me, and cut yourself off from sex. And now the type of yoga that I teach is more based in Tantra. I study a lot of Tantra, and I use Tantra with my yoga in my personal practice. So sex is something that needs to become sacred to me, and something that I need to bring into my life more. And I'm moving towards that. So I walked by that cute girl today, and normally I would have had a nervous reaction or anxiety, but I didn't. I just smiled and I like, oh, hello. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I don't really care about my body, how my body looks. I don't go to the gym to be a bodybuilder. That's what I'm doing. Anybody who works on their body by definition is a bodybuilder. Look up the definition of what a bodybuilder is. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Yoga practitioners are bodybuilders. Some yoga practitioners I've had some yoga teachers who told me that, just going to the gym is just another thing that you have to uphold, and I'm too lazy to go to the gym, and that's not what I teach. What I teach is a system with fitness and yoga to help you do more in day-to-day life and actually get out into the real world and conquer the real world. Not to hide from the real world and go to all of the things that pacify you and make you comfortable. My yoga practice, my personal yoga practice has never been about being comfortable because yoga was never a comfortable practice for me. I could never do down dog when I first started to practice yoga. It took me a couple months to actually be able to extend my wrists out fully, to get my wrists to bend because my wrists were so weak. I've always had to modify my poses, so yoga has never been something that has been comfortable for me. And I know that's going to sound crazy to a lot of people who are hippies and a lot of people and I'm not saying hippie to trigger you, I'm saying hippie to classify the different types of people I see in the yoga community. This is the only way I can explain this to you. I'm not trying to be judgmental, that's not my intention. So hippies and that, they're the only people who just sit around and meditate all day, and they literally, what does it mean to be a hippie? To be a hippie means you don't contribute to society, you don't work, right? And that's not what I'm about. Call me conservative, call me whatever you want to. That's not what I am, but I don't care. You need to get out into the world. You need to get out into the world after you've had a serious accident. You need to get back into society. You need to serve. You don't have to serve God. Serve society. Serve yourself. You have to do something with your life. You can't just sit here on a park bench, right, and just think that stuff's going to fall down in your lap. I've done that for years of my life. It doesn't do anything. You have to work. You have to get out every day. meet girls, meet people, right? But every impactful yoga teacher that I've had has been like the hippie type, and they preach, oh, just don't do anything, dude, and that never resonated to me. The yoga that they were teaching helped me out medically, and it was medicine for me, but I never resonated to what they were talking about. I still think they're crazy. How am I, as a 32-year-old man, supposed to build a life that I can be proud of if I just sit here and talk to God all day? That's not gonna happen. And I would have followed these people in the wrong direction, the wrong way. I followed them in the wrong direction for a long time because what they did helped me. But this is why you don't put people on a pedestal. You don't make people your guru. Yes? You don't do that. You don't idolize someone. Oh, they saved me. They saved me from myself. Oh. No. They were providing a product. See, a lot of the spiritual stuff just gets washed in emotions and sympathy and my heart's bleeding. You did so much for... Well, I paid you for a product. And the product that I got actually gave me some fucked up things with things that helped me. So why am I following you? You guys don't even have your own lives together. Why am I following you? Why do you want me to follow you like a guru? Am I just appealing to your ego? These are the questions I ask myself. You should ask yourself the same things. Nobody does this because they think they were called by God. People want to be gurus and Bhagavan, and they want to be worshipped as gods because they're narcissists. That's it. They're not doing this out of their heart. They're not doing this because they're empaths. They're doing this because they're toxic people and they're fucked up. Their lives have never worked for them. So the only way that they can get their life to work for them is if they pose as some charlatan and they tell all these people, oh, I'm God's gift to the world. You know that guy John of God that Oprah was promoting? Google John of God. He was this cult leader, and he did a bunch of weird shit. Like, he cut people open and just did a bunch of weird stuff. Then he said that was healing people. Like, people will let people do the weirdest stuff to them all because they need to be saved. And they think that, it's desperation. Nobody actually believes that these people are God's gift to the world, but they're desperate because every other thing that they've tried didn't work for them. I've been there. So they go to a spiritual healer and to some narcissist who starts poking needles in their eyes and doing a bunch of messed up shit. Has nothing to do with healing, but they're like, oh, this is... You gotta stay away from these people. If you're a yoga teacher, you're not God's gift to the world. People can call you out on your shit. People can call you out on your shit. They do it to me all the time. Almost every day.